Dune.
It's time for reaction. Welcome in. Old School Nerd.
Define the word cult classic, and you have to talk about the movie Dune. Most people have never seen the movie Dune, and half of the people that have never made it through the entire film. It's true. It's a very, very long, epic movie with giant sandworms and people with glowing eyes and Sting and Jean-Luc Picard. I'm not kidding. I'm a child of the 80s. So if you're a child of the 80s, you've heard of Dune and you've probably seen it. You've probably thought about traveling through space and just going to this planet where these people with these it's a mystical realm for people who didn't like the never-ending story. If you didn't like the never-ending story, and that's another video that we got to talk about, you were into Dune. Before Star Trek came back to TV, there was this dark age of sci-fi, okay, where you had these cult classic films. Blade Runner with Harrison Ford. A flop in the movie theater, but universally loved by film buffs and those of that genre. So Dune is also one of those movies. A lot of the people in Dune were British. In fact, I think it was made in the UK. Really long, really slow moving. In fact, that was part of its lack of appeal to the general public, was that unless you were a sci-fi geek, you weren't into Dune. Now, the idea of remaking Dune has been thrown around I don't know how many times. As long as there's been people talking about remaking epic movies, they've been talking about remaking Dune. And it's never happened. And there's a bunch of different reasons why. One of the biggest reasons is, okay, the only reason why the Lord of the Rings movie trilogy was made was because you had someone behind the scenes, Peter Jackson, who was willing to be such a fan that there was no way he was going to let the Lord of the Rings not be done right. So many people did not want Dune to be remade because they were afraid that that Hollywood or the movie industry together would make it, I'm going to say a word, they were going to Twilight the shit out of it. There's a running thing in Hollywood where it's so moved by money that you have to do it under a certain format. And if you don't, we can't sell tickets. Dune is not the original Dune is not designed to sell tickets. It's not designed to have, all the appeal of the love story, even though it does have an amazing love story in it. The way it's paced, the way it's designed, the darkness of it, and the length doesn't lend to it. So for every time a studio would be interested in remaking it, they would have two problems. Number one, budget. To remake this movie would cost tons of money because the only way to redo it properly was you're not going to use miniatures, you're going to use CGI and all these other effects. And you're talking like Marvel level stuff, Marvel Infinity War in-game level to make it happen. And to do that scares a lot of studios away because it's freaking Dune. It's a cult classic and it has a rabid fan base, albeit fairly small. Now, with HBO Max and Warner Brothers, I guess the time was just right. All the pieces have fallen into place. The all-star cast goes from Dave Bautista, that we all know from everything he's done, from wrestling to the Drax in the Marvel movies, and you see all these different amazing actors throughout. And I'm kind of thinking they may actually do it right. The story that's coming out, the rumors that are being talked about, is that Dune is actually being made true to form with the book. Now, the original movie Dune was an artistic expression of that book. And that's part of the reason why it did so poorly in the box office and became a cult hit, was because the original, if you love the book, the movie was like, it was good, but it missed a lot of things in the book. What will they do with this one? Do they stay true to the book? Do they stay true to the original movie that was made? Or are they going to Hollywood the crap out of it? We don't know. All we have is this official main trailer that came out today, just a few minutes ago. Let's watch it together. Yeah, my name is Old School Nerd. Check us out on OldSkuleNerd.com. It's got all the social media posts, Patreon link for those who want to support the channel, and the merchandise store. Here we go. Dune, the official main trailer.
My planet Arrakis is so beautiful when the sun is low. Rolling over the sands, you can see spice in the air. The outsiders ravage our lands in front of our eyes. Their cruelty to my people is all I've known. What's to become of our world? Paul.
A boy.
Hey, Duncan, can I trust you with something?
Yes, always. You know that.
I've been having dreams about a girl on Arrakis. I don't know what it means.
Dreams make good stories. But everything important happens when we're awake. Hey, you. Put on some muscle?
I did?
No.
We are House Atreides. There is no call we do not answer. There is no faith that we betray.
Smile, Gurney. I am smiling.
The Emperor asks us to bring peace to Arrakis. House Atreides accepts.
I know you. There's something awakening in my mind.
You need to face your fears.
Come with me. You need to be ready. You've never met Harkonnens before. They're not human, they're brutal.
The Duke's son sees too much.
This is why Dune. Kill them all.
God in heaven.
Get everything with guns off the ground. Go!
This is an extermination. They're taking my family off one by one.
Let's fight like demons.
Dad, what if I'm not the future of House Atreides?
A great man doesn't seek to lead. He's called to it. But if your answer is no, you'll still be the only thing I ever needed you to be. My son. If anything happens, will you protect Paul?
With my life.
Whoa.
Only together can we stand a chance.
It's time.
Okay. Wow. It's beautiful. And as I'm watching it, I'm just seeing all these scenes, all these images from the original. This may work. This may work really well. Damn it. Now I'm going to have to watch it. Oh. All right. So that's the Dune official trailer. None of you are probably ever going to see this. I know when I try to post this, it's going to get taken down immediately or blocked because it's Warner Brothers. But anyway, we're going to try. I'm interested. I'm really interested. I thought that if they just did nothing but a visual masterpiece and just put just crappy figures in there, it wouldn't work. But the actors they're picking work. And just the way they're speaking, it has so many callbacks to the original, just make me go, ooh. It's just enough to make me go, yeah, at least give it a shot. Tell you what, in October, we'll talk about this some more. Talk to you guys later.